Welcome back to Great Day. The holiday's a great time to practice kindness because, after all, kindness can be contagious, right? Developmental and behavioral pediatrician Dr. Tim Jordan, one of the kindest men that I know, has a story to explain how kindness is contagious. Happy holidays.
Same to you.
Good to see you.
You know, I read a story recently about this woman who went into a coffee shop and she ordered 2 cups of coffee. And then she whispered something to the barista, and when he came back, he only had 1 cup of coffee, and he wrote a little note on a piece of paper, and he stuck it on the cash register. And the next person in line is like, what's that about? And he said, well, this woman said that she wanted to pay for a cup of coffee for the next person who came along who couldn't afford it. So that second person said, that's a great idea. So they ordered 2 cups of coffee, and within the day, there are like a dozen of those pieces of paper on the cash register. So there are a lot of things that are contagious. That was the point of that story is.
But why do we have to wait till the holidays, I guess would be my question.
Yeah. Well, there's a part of our brain called mirror neurons that are really important, and they're always scanning and tracking what people are thinking and seeing and how they're behaving, because we're wanting to connect with people. We want to be part of a group, because if you're a part of a group for the last 150,000 years, you had a much better chance of surviving. So that's still wired in to connect and make sure we're doing the right things.
Mirror neurons?
Mirror neurons.
Wow.
And so things like, if you see people who are cheating on tests, if you see people breaking the rules, if you see people smoking, if you see people doing things like that, or eating a piece of chocolate cake, then we're much more likely to want to do those things. Even emotions like depression, anxiety, stress, those are contagious in the sense that if we're around people who are feeling those things, we have a much better chance of also feeling those things as well.
How can we share kindness? I think it comes naturally to most of us, but if we're struggling with it, how can we share kindness? What are some of the things we can do?
I gave you guys a link that you're going to put on the website, I think, that has 101 ways to do random acts of kindness.
Oh, good.
And so people can look, there's 101
So if I just follow the instructions, everybody thinking I'm a great guy?
That's right. Well, because positive things are contagious too.
Right.
So if you're around people who are happy and joyful, people who are generous and kind, you're much more likely to also exhibit those qualities. So it is important in the holiday season about who you surround yourself with. It's not just kids who need to surround themselves with healthy friends. It's also all of us, because if we're around people who are kind, we're much more likely to be kind to other people.
I think we've all encountered people in our lives that are withdrawn, not very social with us, not very friendly. And if we just continue to not dump on it and make it obvious, but if we just keep sharing the love on them and showing kindness, all of a sudden these people tend to turn around, it seems like. And in that way, I think it is contagious.
Yeah, so there are a lot of things. It's not just negative things like cheating on tests and things that are contagious. It's also things that like being loving and being kind and being generous. So be careful about who you surround yourself with this holiday season. And also, everywhere you can, practice random acts of kindness.
Make yourself a carrier of kindness. Right?
Exactly.
Thank you, sir. Always good to see you. Happy holidays.
Yeah, you too.
Check out Dr. Tim Jordan's blog for more parenting tips, and there are some dandies, including a list of 101 ideas for random acts of kindness. We will also post this segment on KMOV.com/greatday, and that is following the show.